everybody, it's your girl Chiquita and coming to you live from my new show, The Chiquita and Show. To the right of me, I got my girl, what's your name? Oh, Natasha. Sorry, my bad. Tasha, aka music_child on Twitter for y'all that don't know.
MUSYC_CHYLD. Follow me.
You think they heard you?
Follow me. MUSYC_CHYLD. Music child. Follow me.
See, you know, black folks gotta be difficult. And to my left, I got Big O here, my brother Oren, which I don't know his Twitter name, so.
My Twitter name is Big O, it's BIGO 1975.
1975. I hope that was the year he was born.
That was the year I was born, for all y'all out there in TV land.
Okay, and of course I'm Chiquita and capital C, Chiquita, capital A, and shut the hell up. And show, for those of y'all who following me on Twitter. Tonight's show topic is going to be a little bit of a, it's kind of deep. And I'm just going to let y'all know now, I don't want nobody tweeting me no sermon. I don't want nobody Facebooking me no sermon about this topic. Because if you do, I might say some words, and then my pastor and all these other folks might get on me. So I ain't trying to hear, and I ain't trying to cuss. I'm working on me. Don't trip. You know, so I'm just letting you know. But tonight's show topic is going to be sex, which is one of our favorite subjects.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Favorite? Okay.
Okay, well, fine. Sex, one of my favorite subjects. Hell, if I can't do it, I might as well talk about it. I'm just saying. Wow. So, tonight's subject is sex, planking, and women in the church.
Say that again.
I say sex.
Sex.
That's S-E-X.
Planking. And women in the church.
Women in the church.
Okay, I got a little brief description on some stuff. So, for those of you that don't know what planking is, this is the definition. The art of planking is to lay horizontally across an object on the ground, and I'm gonna need music child. Who is that? One of her little dips calling her. Okay, we're gonna start this over. Planking. The art of planking is to lay horizontally across an object or the ground with their arms by their sides, kind of like this, aiming to occur in daring situations or a brotherly display of core strength. Basically, it's like you like this, and you lay flat on the surface. People been getting kicked out of school about this stuff.
Have died.
Yeah, died because they
terrible.
Hell, I don't know. I done seen this boy. He was planking on the school property, and so he left the sticker that he planked here. They went back and rolled camera, and this nigga got kicked out of school. So plank on that. Now, plank on, you planked, so you planked your right up out of school. There you go. But, so again, tonight's topic is sex, planking, and women in the church. Now, how all three of them go hand in hand, I'm about to tell y'all now. When you think about sex, what we think about? Me, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think about it all. Everything. Ain't nothing off limit. Well, I'm not gonna say that. But, you know, I think freaky dicky. I mean, come on. We gonna be
all right,
just up front.
I can go with that.
And before I go any further, let me say this. We promote safe sex. Now, I would be lying to you if I told you, the Bible, biblically, the Bible says, that's between the husband and the wife. Realistically, and I'm just being real, just open, transparent here. Realistically, people don't wait anymore. People don't wait. It's kids out here that, 14 years old, they having babies because people are not teaching them, what they're supposed to do in, Bible terms. But we just gonna keep it real. This is a show about open and honesty, transparency. Nothing's off limits. And they can be secretive all they want to. I'm gonna tell you. I don't care. Plank on that. I'm gonna tell you. And if you got something to say, send me a Facebook message. I give you my number. I dare you. You won't do it. But anyway, okay, let me go back. Okay. But anyway, when I think about sex, I mean, nothing's off limits. Like, especially I'm in love with somebody. You do it. I do it.
Yeah.
If they like it, you do it. I mean, you're supposed to please your mate. So if it's something they like, then by all means, you have to get into what they like. Because otherwise, if you don't,
I'm gonna go plank it somewhere else.
You're gonna have some problems, and then that's where you might plank somewhere else.
I'm just gonna let you know.
If you're not strong enough to withstand the rejection of them not wanting to, indulge in what you want to indulge in. But that goes back to the mindset of that person, though. So if that person's not strong enough, you need to know that about your mate, whether they can handle the fact that you don't want to do, this or that, and they don't want to. So it's really going back to you. You might have some issues, so.
Hold on, we ain't cutting no. That's the kids in there. They done turned on the TV. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I said wasn't nothing off limits. That's what I meant. Take your black butts back upstairs and watch the Disney Channel. Go plank on the bed. Planking. Hell, I ain't tell them to come down here and turn on the damn TV. What type of
dog barking and everything.
Dog barking and everything. They just done left the dog upstairs. He in his cage. Then he in my room. What type of is that? God. Okay, what are your takes on sex? I'm sorry, she over here crying. I mean, hell, that's your kid and my kids. So, that's our kids. They will be the ones come down here and be planking.
Well, what I have to say about sex? Yeah, I mean, sex is beautiful. Sex is great. Yes, it can be lovely. It can be horrible. I think Jesus. The important thing about, I would say about sex and, whether you call it relations or planking on somebody, you plank or somebody planks on you, the importance of being safe, being careful, and knowing the person that you are having relations or sex with. I mean, especially in today's society. But I think people use sex too freely for the wrong reason. And you can end up being hurt. You can end up going crazy. You can do stupid stuff. So, yeah, I mean, sex is such a broad topic, though.
Sex is, but
safe sex, though, I will advocate safe sex is very, very important.
Right.
Very important.
Don't nobody want you coming back with nothing you can't spell or what you can spell or something you can't pronounce, something you can't pronounce. I mean, I'm just saying, it's too much stuff out here.
Yes.
Even with condoms. Yes. I mean...
And make sure, if you are having unprotected sex, know that that person is probably having sex with somebody else.
And you sleeping with everybody you sleeping with. Or she sleeping with.
You need to know...
Nasty up in there.
Nasty, that's right.
Just nasty.
Just nasty for no reason.
So, just use your minds and think before you act. Because, value your life, basically. Value life.
And I tell you, with women, sex is an emotional thing.
Yes,
it's an emotional thing. Like, it's a connection. Like, I can use, with me. Sex is like, it's a, okay, rewind. So, when I was in a relationship with this person for a very long time, and with us, it was just, it wasn't just, sex. It was more, it was the stimulating of the mind. You know what I mean? It's not only can this person stimulate my mind, but this person can stimulate my body as well. So, I mean, you get comfortable and you get free and you can let loose. Because you're in love with this person especially. And it's a difference between sex and making love.
Well, it starts with the mind, though, if you think about it. I mean, early in the day, I mean, if you sit there and that person you say you love and everything, they talking to you, texting, and doing all this other stuff. You're texting, sexting, whatever you want to call it. Today's time, they call it sexting. So they talk about all what they want to do to you and what they want to do this. By the time you get to the house, it's already on. You already know what time it is. So you don't have to get pumped up. And you already know when they walk in the door of what they want to do. So
exactly. I
think, it cuts out all the, what we here for, well, why you come over here? Well, why I was over here. We've been talking about this all day, So now it's time to go ahead and get this foreplay going, and your mind's already right. So your body's going to be right if your mind's right as soon as they come in. So I think, it's very much mental, no doubt about it.
Well, I mean, and I get that too. And she said, what was the purpose of sexting? Sexting, I mean, you basically trying to get ready. Like, if he at home and, what you doing? you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's with a person that you know, are interested in or having feelings for, but you just have something, you know, just off the wall, people just like, oh, let me see you this picture and think that's just gonna be like, ooh.
No, I'm not. First of all, I'm not accepting no pictures from nobody. That should nobody be sending me no pictures.
Right.
But even if I was not married, I mean, even in my single days, cell phones are still out. I mean, I've only been married for 8 years, so you know, Verizon was still around, AT&T was still around, all of them, T-Mobile was still around back then. So they had, you know, picture messaging and everything like that. But I'm not accepting no kind of text message from somebody talking about, let me send you these boobs. No, I don't want to see all that.
I got a tweet from this doggone Brandy in here talking about some. So Chiquita and Show, how is your sex life? Do you miss a certain someone in your life? I'll be honest, I do miss a certain someone because it was good. It was great. And my grandmama used to say it get greater later. She ain't never lied. But at the risk of where it was taking me to the point where I almost lost my mind. Because this part, no, it wasn't just the sex, it was the relationship overall.
Oh, see, that's the mind part.
That's the mind, right? That's the mind part of it. And that's why I said sex can be a dangerous thing.
The thing about it though is the sex cannot even be all that. But if you got the mind of that person,
no, if the sex ain't all that, I'm gonna tell you get out my bed.
No, that's not true. That ain't true. There's no so far from true. Because a lot of times, how many times you done heard a girl, they with this guy, they all in love with him, all of, oh, I just love him so much, I just love him so much. Soon he say, you know what, I don't want to do this no more, let's just be friends. Oh, you went all that no way. You went all, that ain't what you were saying. That ain't what you were saying.
Hold on, but
that ain't what you were saying. And y'all crying, oh, I just love him so much.
I can be woman of my word. I can be woman of my word and say that it may have been one person that I did that to, but honestly, I'm just like, okay, if that's what you want, guess what? Because 9 times out of 10, I'm generally the person that's the end of the relationship.
Well, I mean,
or the
sex part. Okay, the relationship. Hold on. But the relationship of it and the sexual part of it is 2 separate things.
Yes.
The relationship could have been over a long time ago, but the sex is still going on. So just because you're in that relationship with that person, you could not be having sex. That means you're not in a relationship with them. There's 2 separate sides to that. There's a sexual side and there's a relationship side.
Yeah, but if it's just sex, then I mean,
if it's just sex, do you say you're in a relationship with that person? Then?
Okay, I'll be transparent here.
Be transparent.
I'm be transparent. Okay. I had this. Shut up, fool. And I'm finna sidetrack real quick. I don't know why the hell Oren got on this suit jacket.
Well, let me take his off. I'm trying to hide.
He was talking about some. This is Sunday go to church outfit. I don't know.
Sunday's best. But on Saturday night.
There you go.
What you saying? Okay, I can't take it off though.
I'm just saying.
Then I'm ashy and stuff, you know. I wasn't expecting
There's some baby oil gel somewhere. I mean,
we can't.
Don't do nothing else with it.
Ain't none of that going on.
I'm just saying, don't do nothing else with it.
See, that goes back to the planking. See, when they laying flat on their face, they try to get that baby oil and all that. I'm out. No, see, that's some Chiquita stuff. I don't let her keep rolling like that.
What? Oh, that was horrible. First of all, I missed half of what he said. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. You know what? Forget this.
Back to the script.
But back to that ain't no script, fool. But back to what I was saying. I'm gonna use transparent moments. I had this guy. Just went through a really, really, really bad relationship breakup, and Tasha was there. Yeah, I was crying my eyes out and everything. So this guy was pretty much in some. Who the hell is that pulling up in my driveway? Okay, but back to the script. Anyway. This guy, you know, we had been friends for a minute, you know, whatever, and we vowed, we kicked it, ended up, you know, kind of, yeah, and it was whack. Like, it was whack. The sex.
The sex
was whack. Like, I don't understand what's the purpose of a Magnum if you can't fit it. Oh. I mean, I'm just being real.
You packing Magnums, but you got a
packing Magnums,
a neon.
Hell no, you packing Magnums and you got a 1-year-olds. Oh. That was just nasty. Oh. So I ended up saying, you can go. Like I mean, you know,
with no action, just like that.
Like it was a little action. Well, I ain't even gonna lie, I was a little drunk.
Oh, so blame it on alcohol.
No. It could be a Jamie moment, but guess what? I wasn't that drunk to know that it was whack. I'm talking about the first 2-3 humps. I was just like,
wow.
You know what?
3 humps?
When I tell you,
Like,
if you can't feel nothing, then that's just, come on. And then if you ain't working with something down there, I'm just gonna be honest, you need to be working with something someplace else.
And where would that place
be? I'm just saying. We keep it real around here in these parts around here.
But what if he's not good with it?
Well then hell, if you ain't good either one, then it just ain't no, I would rather be celibate for the rest of my damn life until Jesus send me whomever, and Jesus know, even when he send me, he better be nice looking, pretty teeth, tatted up, and he better be swinging.
He gotta be tatted up?
He gotta be swinging. Well, tattoos are nice. I mean, I'm tatted up.
So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen about 30 years from now? When them tats look like spats.
Hell, we're gonna be married, and he done already seen all the tats, so he gonna love me if the tattoo of the cat turned into a tiger.
Oh. No, it's not gonna turn into no tiger.
Well, it may be a Kruger.
No, it's not gonna be an animal. I promise you that.
To hell with you.
It's not gonna be an animal. By the time that 30 years come around, that tiger is not gonna be anything, nothing like an animal.
You know what? To hell with you.
They gonna be looking at that thing like. Now I remember 30 years ago that was a tiger.
Well, hell, that 30 years, how
now they just look like a block of ink, just a bunch of ink just sitting there. You can't tell what it is. So tats, I mean, you know, I like a tat. I got one right here. You see that?
I got one right here.
It's little as all get out. And guess what it says? Big O.
You see that? It say covered by the blood. And that, woo!
See, there she goes. That was my first and my last tat.
Well, guess what? I got 12 and one. Ooh, oh.
See.
Y'all done seen that Facebook picture.
See.
Anyway, what the hell are we talking about? Yeah, the guy. So, ended up, I was just like, no, you can't stay. Like, no, you can't stay. You can't, no.
So what did the guy say? So when you told him this, what was the guy's mind frame?
I don't know what his mind frame was. I guess his heart, I stabbed the knife in his heart, and he ended up leaving. So.
Did he leave abruptly? Did he leave quietly?
He left quietly. Oh no, you ain't gonna leave my house no abruptly, or else you gonna catch a cat in your ass.
Okay, well I don't know.
It was hell like 4 o'clock in the morning. You ain't finna leave my house no stomping down my damn stairs. What the hell you tapping a temper tantrum like a
hold on, no, wait a minute. Let's back up a couple words.
Back up.
Couple words. So it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. It wasn't no Chris Brown 3 in the morning.
You kicking this guy out. And
but we had just.
You done got his 3 pumps in.
Hold on. His 3 pumps in with no feeling. And guess what time I got home? It was 4 o'clock in the morning when he left, but I got home at 3:30. So, what that say to you?
Sound like y'all wasted a lot of time.
We wasted we just came from a party actually. But anyway, long story short, like during the week, me and Brandy was on our way to the Apple store. And I get a text. Now, use a non-mother factor if your name is not stored in my phone.
Oh, man.
Well, I get this text from this number like, when can I see you? I knew it was him because I had to go scroll back and look at the previous messages. And I was like, excuse me? When can I see you? I said, first of all, I ain't even going to answer this. We get back on the interstate. I finally answered, and I was just like, the technical term would be, hello, how are you? How was your day? I said, I don't know if your mama taught you any manners, but I got a child of my own. I ain't gonna teach no overgrown ass person no damn manners. What type of foolishness is that? That's foolery.
So you was trying to teach him how to stimulate your mind early before he even got here, then talking about all that, how you doing, hello, and all that. Cause see, that would have put you in a different mind.
That probably would. I mean, his conversation-wise, and looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving. Conversation-wise could be deceiving. Cause after all of that, I found out this Negro was dumb as a doughnut. He was rinky-dink.
So what did you see in this guy? He had the 1-year-old penis.
He was light-skinned. He was cute.
So the light-skinnedness got you a dude with a Magnum condom but a neon penis. No conversation.
Pretty much.
And all this. So you wasted a whole day of your life.
30 minutes.
No, it's not. No, let's go back. It wasn't 30 minutes. It was more than 30 minutes because she said earlier he said, "Can I see you?" Text message.
That was a whole nother day.
Well, see, now you done wasted a couple days of your life on this dude just because he light skinned with the 1-year-old penis.
Me. I
light skin player.
They can't.
That's my brother in the background saying that's why light skin's playing out. Well, I guess I need to find me some Yoba.
You ain't seen Christopher Williams since I don't know what movie.
Who's Idris?
Idris. No, see, you ain't got to go that far.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I promise you don't.
You can't go to Nashville because all these ninjas down here.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'd rather go to Atlanta and pray I find a straight male.
Nope, I doubt you'll find one there.
Hell, I bet you I can find one more straight than.
Unless I move there, you ain't gonna find one. I promise you that. I'm just saying.
Well, guess what? You're happily married. Big ups to Shanique.
No, we're not calling no names on this show.
Okay. We can't spend no more time on sex. Yes. We're going all day.
Basically, we're just talking about this dude, you know, this light-skinned brother for the past 20 minutes. But
that's not a fact.
That's not a fact. You don't waste 20 minutes on your first show talking about a light-skinned brother with a 1-year-old penis and he's not a factor. I'm just telling you. I'm a guy.
But I was just being transparent.
You was being transparent, but at the same time,
I'm telling you, it was
using
whack.
all your TV
but
time
it was whack.
on this dude. You know, emotionally, you there. You are there.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Release that and let's move on to the next.
Trust me, it was released that day at 4:01.
Ooh.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Brother.
Anyway.
To that brother, I apologize.
No, he don't. Your ass was whack.
To that brother.
Whack. You lucky I don't put your name out on this show.
You get yourself to the nearest convenience store and you start buying the right size, brother. It will make you look a lot better. If you got to go to the Gerber aisle, you go to the Gerber aisle, you find the little bitty inserts you put into the milk bottle or something. Get you some of them.
So you want him to be
Get you some of them. I want him to do whatever he has to do to let that woman know that he was there. That's all I'm saying.
Well, the only other thing you can do is put your mouth on it. Unless because if you can't do that, then you just need to be by your damn self and you choose a baby or a
I work on this conversation. One of the two.
There is a man for every woman. You put that for me.
There is a man for every woman. Like I say, when I was in the car beside all my time, there is an ass for every seat on this lot. Somebody gonna buy something out here. So for you out there thinking ain't nobody wants you, there is a man for every woman. There's a woman for every man. You just gotta make sure that it's for you.
Yes.
As they say, what God has for me, it is for me. Yes, that's true.
I'm mad that you just said ass on every seat. And then
there is an ass for every seat.
What God has for me, it is for me.
But but your ass will fit perfectly in that seat if that car's for you. Same thing with that. He didn't fit. So you had to quit.
He ain't fit, you must quit.
Yeah, he didn't fit, so you had to go. Oh, he really did fit. It just wasn't a snug fit.
No, the hell, it wasn't either. If you look, boy, let's get off this, because I go in and I end up talking about this boy's name.
No, we're not doing that. I promise you, your name will not come out on this show while I'm a guest.
The hell it won't, because I'm the host. Let's say the Chiquita and show, not Orange.
It don't say Big O Show. You right.
I'm just saying, so I might, but I love you, brother.
Oh, I love
you. Natasha over here quiet there, but she like, I don't want to get in this.
She said, I want to get involved in this.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to a sensitive subject, which a lot of people that are scared to address this subject.
I'm gonna put my coat back on for this one.
No, deaconess. You finna be a deacon? You finna be a deaconess?
You get to bring up the church word, and I gotta put my coat on.
Okay, you finna be a deaconess. Well, here we go. Women in the church, and I actually can say women and men in the church because they go hand in hand. It's not just one species, but more so I've seen women doing this over these last few years. As me being a functioning adult, and actually I have a child of my own. I'm mature for my age. I see things that a lot of people may say, oh well, how you get that out of that? But I see stuff. And one of the things that I've been seeing is how these women gawk over these pastors, any type of leadership in the church, they trying to plank on them. There was, I'm going to give you 2 examples of something, and they can probably tell you. My biological father's ex-wife, we were on the phone, we were just talking about my grandmother. Mind you, my grandmother's been dead for like 13 years now. And she was saying something about, well, your grandmother wasn't always the same, yada, yada, yada. And I said, okay, that's cool. At 5, 6, 7 years old, of course, I think that my grandparents could do no wrong. You think everybody perfect. As long as you ain't getting no whooping, you think everybody perfect. I bet my 7-year-old think I'm perfect until I tap that ass. However, she was saying that, you know, well, while your grandmother was, you know, in church, you know, all this sitting next to this lady, she was messing with the lady's husband over here. That may be true. And hear me, back then, again, she could do no wrong in my eyes because that was my granny. But now as a more functioning adult, I see everybody makes mistakes. Everybody do things. However, back then when I was growing up, it wasn't so open in the church. Whereas if you messed up and did something, or let's say you slept with the musician of the church on Wednesday night, back Thursday, it is all out.
True.
Back Thursday, everybody, I'm talking about everybody, Facebooking it, they tweeting it, they YouTubing it, they, you know, talking about some, ooh, did you hear what happened to this? Or it could be Saturday. And then they like, you know, did you hear what happened to this? Fast forward. My parents, everybody know I'm adopted. My parents did a tag team at church one Sunday. I never forget this Sunday. They was in construction gear. The whole topic of the sermon was under construction. They was in construction, had all the hard hats, everything, all this other stuff. So they, you know, they done finished the sermon. My mama sitting on the front row, you know, the church. You know how people come around to greet the pastor. Hey, oh, that was a good word, and that. Yeah, so this one particular lady walks up. I think she was with her friend. And I don't know if my granny was in town that Sunday, and that's who my mother was actually talking to, but she was talking to somebody. This woman walked up to her, well, my dad, and was, you know, oh, pastor, you had such a good word today, I mean, you know, it's like she was all, you know, up in here.
And she shouldn't have been up in
there. And she shouldn't have been up in there. I mean, I think it's a certain respect level.
It's an arm's reach.
Exactly. It's a certain respect level that you should keep it at.
If your name ain't my wife's name, you shouldn't be in this.
Her name damn sure wasn't Cherie. That's all I got to say.
You know.
But you know, long story short, she was about to make, you know, her little exit or whatever, and Haldolphin was just like, yeah, because you know I should have been your wife. Ooh. Heifer, what?
Oh.
So that's why I say, back then, if my grandmother was planking on the deacon's private parts, it wasn't as open, you know, as it wasn't open. And if it was, if anybody did know that went to the church, they talked about it in the privacy of their own home. And, you know, the church didn't know about it. The pastor didn't know about it. Whereas now, these heifers is outrageous. They coming up what? I done had this girl, and I'm not saying no names, but I had this girl who, me and her were cool. You know, my mom's children's church pastor at our church. And she was just telling me, and not knowing how close I was with these people, she was telling me that she was messing around with one of the musicians at the church. Telling me what he was doing for her, you know, how the sex was, everything. Not knowing that these people was, not knowing the connection that I have with these people. Because it was so messy and outrageous, I ain't say nothing. I said that that girl gonna get caught anyway. He gonna get caught because you ain't keeping your stuff together. You ain't keeping your stuff intact. And if your stuff is tacky, if you gonna do some stuff like that, and I'm just saying, if you gonna be out there, you gonna be dipping and dapping, at least make sure your swag is dripping swag goo, and make sure that you know what you're doing. Or, damn it, how about just don't do it all? Because when I'm married to you,
that's what I say.
I'm gonna vote for you stuck with me.
That's what I'm gonna vote for.
And if I ain't getting freaky dicky in the bed and dropping it like it's hot, the way you want it to, then you need to tell me what I need to do, and we gonna work on that. Otherwise, if you go out, baby, I ain't gonna do nothing right in the Bible. I'm gonna let your ass suffer. That's just how I feel. So what I'm saying is, in so many words, old girl was trying to plank on my daddy's private parts.
So,
like, she was just open. She was trying to plank on the front. She was trying to move up. And I'm like, how blatantly disrespectful is it of you to stand in front of my mother and tell my daddy, oh, because you know I should have been your wife. Bitch, what? She lucky I wasn't of age, because I'd have drugged that heifer about whatever strand of weave she had in her head, and Goliath's ass would have been down too. Because I'd have flung her ass.
So what did Mama say at that particular
I don't think
moment?
my mother actually took it in right then. I think she said something when we got home.
So she was very polite about it then. She let him have it behind closed doors.
No, I don't think she let my daddy have it behind closed doors, because really it was out of my dad's control. But my mama from Detroit, that helped get hood.
But let me, from a man's standpoint, let me tell you like this right here. More than likely, I don't know your dad. I don't know your mom. I don't know that young lady that said that.
She probably said something.
However,
I heard it. Comma.
Let me add comma.
Pound. Confused.
Quotations and everything else you want to put smiley faces. More than likely, if she had the galls, and I can't say balls, but if
you
she
can't
had
say balls.
the nerve,
Hell, I got.
She don't have balls though. So if she had
I got
the
big
nerve,
balls. They ain't noticeable, but guess what? If I need to, what?
If she had the nerve to go to him and say, you should have been, I should have been your wife, or you should have been my husband, whatever the case may be.
I'll be right back.
There had to have been, at some point, a reason for her feel like she had the ability and to get